Hello,
Oh,
everyone, and if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome back to Remnants of Cerulean. This is the Sunset Edition, and if you've been with us on Twitch, thank you for sticking with us. Last we left off, things were getting just a wee bit weird. Um, and there was someone who sounded like they were loudly either sheathing or unsheathing a sword from a scabbard down below decks in the midst of this heist. And the voice introduced herself as Alize Pentadragon.
Mm, mm-mm.
as soon as she is unsheathing the sword, I am like gonna try to body block Dash so that I become the target and not Dash. Um I also think that um I would have I probably would have at some point gotten with Amari and seen if she could give me kind of the equivalent of like brass knuckles, but with like an electrical or arcane charge to them. Like more tech than magic, but
Sure. Um, would you like to mark that down as a find hand weapon?
sure.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
and I will be pulling those out of my pocket and like putting them on, basically and being
Mhm.
like, let's fucking go.
Ooh,
If you're gonna
yeah.
go, we're gonna go.
I, I have to say, Styx was more than right about you. Ready to fight at the drop of a hat. I'm actually here because we're looking for the same end result. I was just going to watch from afar, but things are changing.
Yeah, you drew a fucking sword.
Ah, well, uh, and you see that as she steps out into the light, she's holding like the sword in one hand, and you don't see a scabbard actually. This is a very very nice sword. I don't know how well versed are Dash and Miranda with swords. Remember, it's year 2023, modern technology. Do you know the difference between the types of swords off the top of your head?
I'd say Dash outside of cartoons and like anime and stuff like that. So like knows the basics from like hero to hero, but nothing too technical.
Sure.
Yeah, Miranda would not.
And yeah, so you see that she has this sword that looks like pretty legit. And in the other hand, there is something that is dripping ink along the ground. Something that looks like it's dark purple and green, sort of bloated in the face. Um, and she says, "No, I didn't draw a storm. It's just that this storm is, well, people didn't know that this was going to happen, unfortunately. I really don't think it behooves either of us for me to have to go through exactly why I'm here or what I'm looking for. I'm trying to help you succeed in your job. This was just to appraise your skills. The only reason.
Well, you're kind of slowing us down now, so
Yes, that's because I just wanted to warn you. Don't go into the fog. This storm is bringing these. Something you'd like to avoid. And she just like lowers the head back down after showing it off. Again, it's like dripping with like seawater and ink.
Are you creeped out? Because now I'm creeped out.
Do you know why this ship is so big?
Guy has a really big ego.
And a small penis.
Both of those are probably also true. His ego, however, is generational. A long, long time ago at this point, there were these things called dreadnoughts. They were, well, dreadnoughts still exist, obviously, but something more officially named. Phantom hunting ships that people used to sail out into the Black Sea to try and recover artifacts and things like that. Several hundred years ago, when magic was still waning but present, a particular Leviathan hunting ship went out there and fished something out of the water called the Source. And Dr. Leonard Church used that amulet to, well, begin the development of the first AI. A long time ago. I am interested in making sure that that amulet is released back to where it should be. As much as the good folks at Midas Tech are friends of mine, keeping the amulet in the vault is something that can.
So you want the amulet back into the ocean?
So long as it's not locked away somewhere where no one can touch it or experiment with it or do anything with it. That's all I care. It will find its way into the right hands. I know for sure.
Well, we are also assessing you, and I have to say we are rightfully creeped out, so job well done. This is terrifying.
I don't mean to be terrifying at all. I thought that this was a very chic dress. I know that it's not exactly the right locale, but these people pretend to be rich. I actually have.
Very horror anime Lolita vibes.
Yes, the Lolita vibes are intentional.
Very Danganronpa.
She sort of like does like some poses. But yes, don't go into the water. Continue with your plan. I'm sure it'll be great.
Thanks.
Best of luck on your heist.
And you see she's like thinks for a second, says, I suppose it's a heist. And she sheaths the sword and it just disappears into the folds of the dress. Like she just puts it away as though there's a sheath on her hip and the sword just
Now that's a neat trick.
That is.
turns and
Mildly disappointed I didn't get to punch her.
We both saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay, just
Absolutely.
checking.
Yes. No, we both saw that. I have not had anything that really would make me think that I'm seeing things.
I've been around a lot of screaming children, so I could be seeing things, but I haven't taken anything. Okay.
Shall we,
Yeah, I don't know how much of that you guys all heard, but creepy ghost girl says don't go into the water. But, which is less luck?
Did I see what was going on the security camera?
Mm-hmm.
And everything showed up on the camera.
Everything that you saw, yeah.
Crying sounds.
Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit is that?
So there is now another 4-peg progress clock on the table.
Ah,
What were you going to say, Sarai?
I don't even know. I don't even know. Uh, did did you all catch what they were going after exactly?
They want the amulet to be no longer caged.
And they're here also to get the octopuses, but they're not going to help?
No, they're here to make sure we succeed?
So they're supposed to help.
No.
I just really think they're judging.
Yeah. Very judgy vibe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Definitely
Judgy.
creepy. Yeah.
Ooh, mhm. Where's Sticks at? We're seeing Sticks.
Styx looks like they're looking for someone. Like she's just like looking around like
I will not storm up to,
mhm.
but with purpose walk on up to Sticks.
She'll look you up and down and go, "Oh wow, you're not acting like you don't know me for once."
Well, normally we're supposed to not be knowing each other because we're going after the same thing, which isn't why you all are here, you and your creepy little friend.
Excuse you. Okay, she's not creepy. She is perfectly fine. Thank you. She just has a very out there sense of taste. Not everybody dresses like they're from. Just fuck you.
Brilliant, as always. So are you all here to help or just to, I don't know, be bystanders or
Help what?
I don't know. Don't you want a necklace not thrown into the ocean? Thrown into the ocean? I've lost plot a little
What
bit.
does that have to do with anything? I got brought here as a +1 to come socialize with my new girlfriend's friends. I don't know why you're here, but I'm going to assume that that beefcake is somewhere clumsily trying to steal something.
You're not working?
No, do I look like I'm working? I'm wearing a suit.
I mean, so am I.
Yes, but you don't go anywhere without something expensive. If I was working, I'd be wearing like, I don't know, work clothes, at least steel-toed boots. Can't fucking boots, they slide.
Perception check? Like, are we getting the truth here? Like, I'm just, I feel like it's too big a coincidence in my head that they are on this boat and kind of supervising and kind of on the same track, but like not really doing the same thing.
Give me a study check.
Ooh, a study. I got 1 dot. Does that do anything?
Yes. Oh, and I told my players this already before during the break, but you are no longer in a controlled position. We're now in a neutral position. So no more extra die.
Okay. 4.
Okay. 4 is a success. Styx has no idea what you're talking. You do detect the only lie that you do detect is in the girlfriend comment. That probably isn't exactly what's going on there,
We're
but
just hanging out. It's not been defined.
yeah. Outside of that, you know that Styx probably clocked you a lot sooner, but was like, I'm not gonna say
I'm
first.
not gonna be the first one to go.
Exactly.
I sort of just give them a scathing look and go, well, I guess have an excellent time with your new girlfriend. And I just
Yeah,
make sure
I
that the
will.
word drips with, lack of believing.
Yeah, you have fun climbing that tree you're dating. So great.
You You're like the same
grabs another.
goddamn height. It just doesn't make any sense. As I'm like also turning and just starting to walk away.
All right.
I mean, also being up on the upper deck, where is the storm in relation to us now? Is it right on?
The weather looks like it's beginning to roll in. You can see across the water that y'all are on that you can see water hitting water like in the distance. So it has started to move over the body of water, but it's not raining on the boat just yet.
Can I see who's on the bridge right now?
Sure. You flip over to the bridge camera, and you see a like a full-grown man, like dark blonde with some gray in it, kind of beard. Nose that looks like it's been broken a couple of times, might be broken right now. Very red face, and there is a drink in his hand, and the glass of the drink has been shattered as he is face down on the ground in the bridge. There appears to be liquid on the ground, but you can't tell what kind. You don't know if it's from the cup or blood. Security cams aren't that good. These security-
And I see if the boat has autopilot.
You go through it and go through it and go through it. It looks like this boat has gotten a lot of upgrades over the years. This is an old, old, old boat that has sort of been upgraded with the newest technology as it's come out. This boat has been sailing since before cell phones were a thing. And also to answer your question, there does not appear to be an autopilot.
But there would be a navigation computer or something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I can't pilot the boat from here. Well, I'm gonna let the team know that the captain is out of commission.
That's the first wedge of progress.
I feel like the Speed 2 may be our best bet. Although, does that mean getting in the water? Like,
It certainly means being closer to it.
I was trying to turn the boat around.
Well, I mean, a medical emergency would be a reason. There has to be other crew members, correct? Have we seen
Gotta be.
other?
Yeah. There's staff.
There's got to be more than just him that steers that boat.
Yeah.
What if we get the loot, go stash it in somebody's gear, somebody go find the captain, make a big hoopty-da about it, and then we have to turn back to port so he can get medical attention.
I mean, a medical incident is also incredibly distracting.
That's true.
If we want to try and do these things.
Yeah, I think we could do both at the same time. Say the word and I'll send someone down to check on the bridge.
well, let's secure the.
Yeah. Like,
Get that going and then make a scene about the captain.
well, we could use the captain as a distraction to get the hallway clear. No, we got the official. We got the excuse for going in. It's the getting out that we need. Okay. never mind.
Yeah, it's the getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
So once you're ready to get out, we notify them about the captain and start screaming about how we're all gonna die. I'm on that.
With confidence, y'all.
Let's go get some
Team.
octopi that are most definitely not gonna kill us.
Yeah. It's gonna be
You
great.
got the suits. You got the
God.
suits. Ooh.
Okay. So, you all, where are you headed? Dash and Miranda, you're the ones in the suits.
Mhm.
You gonna start making your way towards the entertainment hall?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. So as you go past the tennis courts, all three of them that are in use currently, um, there's not like the main bulk of the people on the boat are not in these two locations, the gym and the tennis courts. There's a good like 40, 50 people between the two locations. And in the middle of them, there is something you can see through the little circular, um, or excuse me, the store actually would not have any portholes to view in. So you get to these closed doors. Above it, it says showroom. And you see that there is a keypad and a fingerprint scanner.
Amari, can you get us past these?
I start looking for a way past on my own.
After surveying through it, you know that you can there is a you like made copies of the key you were given, essentially the key, like the ID pass that you have, and all of you have a copy of the ID pass. So getting past the key card scanner is easy enough, but the fingerprint scanner is completely local. It's not on any of the it's not tied to the wider security net, which is weird in and of itself. But you might be able to get into it, but not from where you are currently. You have to be at the fingerprint scanner.
Would we have known there was a fingerprint scanner beforehand based on?
No, because this was not in any of the schematics.
Okay, all right.
Well, I relayed that I can't do anything from my side, and I would have to physically be there.
Assuming these hazmat suits are like already like I mean it's like the kind of that like the gloves that kind of secure in and latch in. Can we see if there's anybody who looks like official staff who would have access?
Sure. Go ahead and roll hunt.
Could Dash do that if Miranda is relaying
Sure,
his plans? Because this is
You're-
literally
you're
what
both-
Dash
you're
does.
both- You're both looking. Yeah,
Okay.
you're both looking.
Okay, so we don't get any extra dice, right?
Nope. It is
Okay.
neutral.
Dash has 2 of these, 2 dots. So she's gonna roll 2.
Yeah.
Whew, okay, that's a 5 and a 1.
Okay. With a 5, you spot someone who looks like they hate the fact that these people are on this boat right now. And they're just like, I came down here to tell Preston something. God, please get out of my way so I can go back to my office. And is just trying to like, excuse me. And looks like the more sailor type. He's your best bet for people that are on the deck.
Dash is gonna point him out. All right, you want to do your approach or my approach?
I feel like your approach may be better for this. We're already latched in and like all the dumb drunk people probably gonna find their way in there eventually, and we don't want another or don't want someone to fucking Joshua.
Yeah, fucking Joshua.
Yeah.
Would Amari have reasonably laid out all of the main official crew, like names and faces, so Dash could have memorized them and know this person's name?
If you want to take a 2-stress flashback, yeah.
Yeah, Dash will do a 2-stress flashback to get this sailor's name.
There you go. So yeah, there's a flashback of Dash making a point of going up to Amari and requesting like printouts of what everyone looks like, attached with their rank, and you do see comparing those pictures to this person that you see in front of you now. You see that this man has a this like insignia pin in the top left hand over the breast pocket. and it is 2 medium gold braid stripes, um, and the top stripe has a loop, and you know that this is Lieutenant Commander Amara.
Lieutenant Commander Omara.
Yep.
Okay. Lieutenant
He's
Commander.
sort of- Yes.
Hey, sorry to disturb you, but I don't know if you noticed the storm and the rocking of the boat, but we're supposed to take the goods down to somewhere more secure where they won't get knocked out.
And he sees you in the suits and makes his way over and goes, "Oh, so somebody's finally fucking doing it, huh?"
Yeah.
Did Joshua call off? Is
Josh, like, I took a sick day or something. Fucking Joshua again.
that kid is, I mean, he's gonna get fired. And you see that he walks up and presses his finger against the scanner.
You are a godsend. I owe you a drink.
He turns and he goes, yeah, as he holds the door open. Then he looks at the both of you and goes, "Are y'all new? I don't think I've seen you on the boat before."
We've got recruited in the last training session we've been around. Like, we had that chat on the deck the other night. Come on, man. We were complaining about Joshua being late again, and we were taking bets. Don't you remember?
Go ahead and roll consort for me.
I don't have any fucking dice for that.
Or sway.
I don't have any dice for that either. I don't talk. We all know this.
You know? It's fair.
5. 5.
Okay. With a 5, he nods and he goes, I don't exactly remember, but I've been sick the other day. So,
hey, sorry, man. Hope you're getting over that.
yeah, it was really weird. There was like this, and he pulls down his shirt and he goes, "It's like this like rash thing," and you see a symbol that you all notice, but his is much duller and looks more skin tone.
Oh man, you really gotta go get that checked out. I don't think it's supposed to be that color.
And my husband was saying that. I'm just a hardhead.
You listen to him, man. Take the day off. Pull a Joshua. Go see a doctor. Spend the day with the homie. Maybe take him out for dinner.
Make sure you cover it with the lead cloth before you bring it out.
Oh, thank you for the reminder. I would have forgotten that.
All right, yeah. Be careful. I'm gonna go see if we can find the captain. He said he was going on lunch like forever ago.
Oh.
And he turns and walks out, and the show hall is open for you all. And that is the 3rd wedge on the progress clock.
This feels right.
Okay.
All right. Going in?
Going in.
Yeah.
Wunderbar. So as you all enter, or as the both of you enter, I should say, you see that the show hall it looks pretty trashed, like the flashback earlier was saying. There's like lots of party cups. It looks like the cleaners did not even go through here at all. It looks like this place, there was some party type thing that took place last night here. And as you look around, you see that a lot of the lights are off, and flicking them on reveals that this is kind of like almost like a ballroom type area. Plates and cups everywhere, and there's some like what look like bits of clothing. There are like shirts and stuff that are left all over the ground. Both of you roll me study.
Ooh, I got a dice.
I don't have a thing in that.
Would you like to just assist Dash then?
Yeah, I'll take a stress to assist Dash.
All right. Yeah, using those fun teamwork actions that y'all can, you add a die to the pool.
Yeah, so that puts me 2 dice.
Yes, indeed.
6. 3 and a 6.
Yay. So with 6,
Thank you, Miranda.
as you're looking,
What?
something doesn't look right. Something is off about this room. You go to look over at the pieces of clothing, and they're not just t-shirts. Some of them are uniform shirts, like work shirts. And as you continue looking through the ballroom, you see the large side table where the octopi are, and you see that the entire container is glowing green. Like the water looks green. And you see these little blue-ringed octopi that are just floating through the water as though nothing is wrong. And since you critically succeeded, you also notice a pair of feet sticking out from behind the table. The table has like that long draping like show curtain that hits the floor, and you see feet that are coming from behind it.
Oh, like they're standing or like they're laying down?
Laying down.
Like frantically hit Miranda's shoulder while like,
What? What?
Pete!
Oh shit.
Did we find Joshua?
As the two of you sort of tentatively step closer, you peer around the corner, and you see completely purple with green rings all up his body. The face contorted in a horrified visage of whatever it is that he saw. You see a stiff body of a shirtless man who, nearby on the shirt you found, the name tag does indeed say Joshua.
I feel really bad
Does
about
anybody-
talking so much shit about him.
Does anybody touch the body?
Oh hell no.
Okay. It's kind of on its side behind the table. And yeah, the octopi are there. Big open container.
I mean, do we loot the body? You could have keys.
I'm actually thinking we obscure it more
Okay.
in just a like we didn't see it kind of way.
You do see.
Or
Yeah, what's up, right?
I was gonna say like there is clothes all over the floor though.
yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. More than one person worth of clothes.
We're like relaying this back to the team as we
Yeah.
say that. It's
I imagine
fucked up
Amari is
in
looking
here.
through the camera to the outside door to double check where like y'all coming out.
I mean, this could be the distraction too, as part of it. We could just be like, let's just get the lead let's get the lead thing on this weird glowing tank, get ready to go, and maybe you poke out and see if Lieutenant Commander's still around nearby and be like, here's a situation, we're gonna take this down.
Maybe on the yeah, since he saw us go in here, like it's we're the last known people, and then we just get the fuck out.
It's true. If you immediately report,
Yeah.
kind of lower your suspicion.
Okay. Yeah.
So grab him and report, and then we'll immediately start yelling about the captain as well.
Don't touch him. Well, I can see the camera where the captain is, but
Now that you say that,
We
kind of
should-
wanna check his pockets.
Or you could leave the dead body with weird markings undisturbed, just a general.
Alright, fine. Let's.
I don't know what did that to him. And if touching it would do it to you.
How many octopi are in the tank?
Like 8.
Do we have
Do
a?
we know how many are supposed to be in there?
If I did say that last episode, I don't remember. So 8. It's about what you're
Okay.
expecting.
Okay.
They're not super big. If for anyone who hasn't seen what a real blue ringed octopus look like, they don't get very big, so you can fit about 8 of them in Joe Tank. You do see that the protective cloth that reference was made to appears to be like one of the things caught in the corpse's death. Most of the cloth looks like it's under the table. So you can either try and go under the table and pull it out of its hand, or you can take it out of his hand. So that
Dash is quick and nimble. She'll scurry. Are we supposed to put the lead thing over the tank first and then move him over, or move him over and then put the lead?
Yes, the former.
The former. Okay. Dash will get on the ground and scramble under the table and try and pull the cloth out with the man's grip.
You've all played 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, correct?
Yeah, we bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, God, no.
As Dash goes under the table, can you make a death saving throw for me?
Yep.
Just roll that d20.
Oh my god.
So nice knowing y'all.
Don't touch the body.
Well, of course that's what was gonna happen.
12.
With a 12, so you peek your head under the table, and you see scratched everywhere. The carpet has been ripped up and scratched, looking like it used someone like a knife or maybe even a sharp fingernail. That insignia is everywhere
Like
on the underside of this table. The one that's branded on all of your your collarbones and where they are on you. There's those just everywhere. The carpet's been, like I said, the carpet was peeled back to scratch it into the floor.
Mm-mm.
But you do see the protective cloth.
This is really weird. But she's gonna reach out, grab the protective cloth, and pull it back out. Miranda, it's really,
Yank
really
it.
weird. You'd like scratch that mark into everywhere. It's under the table, it's on the floor.
Dash pops back up. The cloth.
You okay?
Yeah, just like really freaked out because, last moment, what you're gonna do, you're not gonna do your final farewells, curse someone, tell a funny joke.
I don't like any of this. Let's hurry up and get this shit and get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
Mari, you got eyes on the lieutenant commander anywhere?
I flipped through cameras to see if I see the lieutenant commander.
That was the completion of the progress. And as you flip through, you flip back to the bridge, and you see that the lieutenant commander is having a conversation with the captain.
Mm-mm.
I hate it here.
He's sort of gesturing with a broken glass and and they're just having a conversation, and then the lieutenant commander leaves.
With the glass broken.
The captain still has the broken glass. He just gestures with it for a little bit. You can't tell what he's saying, but the lieutenant commander says a couple things and then leaves.
Okay, what if we don't mention the body and we just say that it looks like they party too hard in here and we go and we leave?
When the lieutenant commander leaves, does the captain go back to being unconscious?
No, the captain starts staring the camera, just staring down.
Fucking hate this.
This is terrible. This is awful. I'm gonna just set the boat on fire. I'm just gonna set the boat on fire.
We can't get in the water!
At this point, it sounds better. It sounds better being in the water.
And with the resolution of that plot, as the captain looks up at the camera, you all hear outside,
Right.
and you hear rain begins hitting the deck. It appears that the storm has finally rolled in. Yay!
Oh, okay. I would love for you all to get that ultra to wherever the fuck it's supposed to be, and if we could just reconvene, maybe, or maybe I join you in your tech closet or something. I don't like it.
I'm gonna say that the captain's possessed and is looking at the camera, and we need to get the fuck off this boat somehow.
So rendezvous at the speedboat, maybe?
Isn't the speed? I know we're not supposed to get in the water, but speedboat sounding better and better unless you can find your little pink-haired friend again.
Or you can force this boat to turn around with the possessed captain at the bridge.
Yeah, I'm on team. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Zyler sort of leans forwards and goes, "Have you ever played Pathfinder before?"
Now's not the time, Zyler.
Fine. Excuse me. Trying to make conversation.
Fucking Tyler. But as a point, since I'm still like upstairs on the main deck, that pink-haired girl is nowhere to be seen.
Nope.
And is Styx still standing around someplace?
Styx has almost like given up on looking for her and is just like sat somewhere under something that so they won't get soaked through. And is just like sitting there, still kind of looking around, but not like up and like, where is this motherfucker? No more.
I almost feel bad for Styx. Almost.
Almost.
I don't want to go someplace alone. That was my thing now. So,
Where are you trying to go, sir?
are we speeding? Are we speedboating?
Well, we still have to get the thing downstairs and transfer the octopi into the container that we can skedaddle with.
And the speed to escape is down in the hole. It's like obviously toward the bottom of the ship. It have to be for it to open up on the water.
Yeah.
So they're both on the same floor. So if you wanted to head there now, theoretically, you'd meet up with your teammates when they got down there.
By myself?
What's the worst that could happen?
Did they already leave the room? Did y'all already leave the room?
I assume we're putting the thing on there and getting ready to...
Yeah, shutting the door on the way out and just heading down. Because
I just want to see if the room changes when you leave.
Dash. Yeah, Dash and Miranda shut the door and...
So as you lift up this container with the octopi in it, it's pretty heavy. There's a lot of water. Miranda, you're super strong, but Dash, you're struggling. You're struggling, especially because the protective like cover is lead, so it's weighty. You're not in danger of dropping it, but it's heavy-ish. Well, more than heavy-ish. It's pretty heavy. It's heavy-ish for Miranda. And yeah, y'all start making your way out of the room. Showroom doesn't seem to change.
Doesn't seem to change.
Doesn't seem to change. So, y'all start making... Everyone's so nervous. We're playing Blades in the Dark, y'all. It's a good time.
Until there were spooky ghosts of murder.
Until the captain looked into my soul.
Yeah. Also,
so we were all fine with Dash making a death save. It was everything else that made it spooky.
Hey, we told her not to touch the body.
She didn't touch the body. She was purposely not touching the body.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All
right. So you begin making your way downstairs. People see you in hazmat suits. Most people are more worried about the rain than anything else. Preston, however, does come over and say, "Oh, someone finally is doing their job around here. I appreciate the both of you. Thank you. I'll be sure to sign any autographs that you may want me to sign after all of this as a token of appreciation for, your job." And people complain about making minimum wage, right? Like, you two see, and you're going above and beyond while making $7.95 an hour. You love to see it.
Oh, hurtful.
Do it for the exposure. This is definitely worth it. Lifetime experience.
Yeah, I mean, I do it for free, honestly.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
And people don't understand the worth and exposure. I have 1 million Instagram followers. Like,
wow,
that's not a small amount. We could be
you
mutuals.
Figured out how to monetize that, though, right?
So you're kidding me. But I have a couple of Instagram mutuals somewhere around here doing something. But I suppose I should let you two get back to work. That looks heavy.
Just a little bit. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he turns and makes his way back off.
Pivot, Miranda.
Outside of that,
Pivot.
Are you gonna make me watch that episode of Friends again?
Yeah.
God. But yeah, no one else disturbed you on your way back down to
Oh my
the
gosh.
bottom floor to the hold. The hold is a lot darker than previously anticipated. Um, just the you didn't realize how much natural light was coming in from the few windows there were, and now it's just darker. It's not so dark you can't see, but it's darker.
You have night vision, right, Miranda?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely a tiefling with dark vision.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Please, I'm gay.
Obvious.
Lord.
As y'all are walking, is anybody else making their way to the hall? After, I assume, when y'all reach the bottom floor, you update the team with, all right, we've got the octopi this far, a little more to go.
Ew. Where in in the layout of the ship, is there a path that would lead from kind of like where I was in the ballroom sort of area or whatever it was, past the technology closet?
Yes, because the hold is the floor below where me.
I
You
feel
would
like
have to at least pass the floor.
Yeah, I would look at, or not look at, I would earbud phone Amari and be like, I'm gonna walk past your location and pick you up because I think we're trying to get out of here.
Oh, I still have this bummy coworker with me in this tech closet.
I mean, I can knock and have a problem with my cell phone, and he can just deal with a rich person demanding something from a service worker, as they do. You know?
Oh, so you're gonna leave a device and walk off?
No, I'm gonna have you come and fix it. Right?
He's pulled out.
Whatever, I'm just coming
printer
by.
that makes some noise at this point.
I'm gonna take a break.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were going to do that. You've been working for like 3 hours straight. You didn't even notice. I asked if you wanted to go to lunch. You must not have heard me.
Sure didn't.
Cool, whatever.
On my way out, I kind of reshuffle the cameras so
Do you
that
take your
if
thumb drive with you?
That's a loaded question.
Sure is.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave it for fucking what's his name.
All right, so
I take it.
Yeah, okay. You go outside, and you fairly quickly. There's not too many hallways, that Sarai could even be going down, and you both link up and get your way to the stairs. You headed straight down.
Yeah, your way was much easier.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep. As you go further and further down, there's less extra shit and more just we have to have IT right here. As y'all are walking down, Soraya, you notice that there is an Armani wallet that is at the bottom of the stairs down into the hole.
oh no.
No.
I mean, it's that we're gonna pass this wallet, correct?
Yeah.
I would sort of hit Amari on the shoulder and point and go, that's a wallet someone would notice going missing.
I mean, what do you want us to do about it?
Well, I mean, nothing, but where is it? That someone else who was clearly not an employee got this far down in the ship. Is there anything around the wallet? Is it alcoves,
Nope.
other doors?
It's a straight shot for this part of the hold before it opens up.
I
Do
would take.
Do you want to wait for the rest of the group? Or?
Well, I mean, we're heading to them. It just. I would. Is it a fold over wallet? Like, is it something that would flop open if you kicked it?
Yeah. Yeah. You could open it without like touching it physically with your hand.
Yeah, I will. Very pointy tip of shoe, kind of flip it open and see if I can read the ID that would be in like the front.
Yeah, so when you flip it open, it actually is vertical. This is a badge. It says the identification says the firm special investigator Lisa Harding.
Lisa Hardy. Good old
Harding.
Lisa.
We got a vet in here.
Is there a picture that goes with it at all?
Yes, it is of a woman that is like brown skin, probably like my complexion, and she's got like very very simple, like pretty low buzz cut hair, nose ring in her face, sort of the plain like face you make for any identification, wearing what looks like a black and white suit, and it says. On the back of it, it says there's like an address. It says 362 Shepherd Inn.
Does she look familiar, or does that address sound familiar?
She does not look familiar, and the address can look familiar if you will accept the devil's part.
Oh, I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, let's know where this is. Oh, I just feel like I could have just gotten off the boat and Googled it.
Yeah, probably. So you're looking at it and it's like she you don't recognize it all, but the firm Shepherd Inn. Don't know why that sounds familiar to you in particular. Much in the same way as from a meta standpoint, much in the same way that I described Dash's recognition of that woman. Like, you don't know what it is, but Shepherd Inn, that sounds like something. Firm Shepherd Inn. I don't know. It's definitely, you remember about it, but you don't remember what it is. You remember that is a thing you used to know.
I'm just getting very like the Sixth Sense vibes about myself right now. I mean, okay. I guess I would like tuck away the address and like her name, and leave the wallet.
Okay. Okay. And you all start. You make your way across, and you finally meet up with your two friends who are waiting outside of the old storage door, which does have both a key card scanner and a fingerprint scanner. But luckily, Packer has arrived.
I start getting to work on this fingerprint scanner.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll me a team check. Finding the wallet.
Missed that.
You were away from the mic.
Sorry. Finding that wallet was a wedge in the progress clock.
feel like I should have picked it up.
I got 2 dots on Tinker.
Get it.
Go ahead and roll 2 dots on
Get it.
Tanker.
Did you share that address out loud? By any chance?
I probably would have read it off.
Okay.
But now that we are together, I would have been like, there was a wallet and it was a badge, really, and her name was blah blah blah, and this is the address.
Is that familiar to anyone else, or?
It rings as familiar in the same way it did to Soraya.
Okay.
Specifically to Dash and Mari, you ain't never heard of this shit.
I knew that.
It's like when you can't quite get the words to a song right, but you know it, and you got kind of the beat, but you really don't.
Or when you're trying to recall someone's name and it's just like on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 1 and a 2. So I hope that USB drive had some bonus shit in there.
You don't need it. You take 1 point of stress.
Great.
Like, man, like you know that this is like you've beefed this in one way or another, but the door opens.
Hey, good job.
I don't like that.
Alright.
Y'all just be careful.
Is there light in that?
Yeah.
Newly open room?
It's lit.
I think
It's
Dash is
lit.
getting tired, so she's just immediately like starting to walk in with the tank. Like, let's get the show on the road.
As you
Yeah.
make your
Uh-huh.
way in with the tank, you see that the interior here, it's cool. The temperature is much lower in here. And you see that there's all sorts of aquatic life that are all in these sort of like wall-to-wall glass containers. They're like self-contained like aquariums, but they're segmented, almost like when you see a wall of TVs at like a supermarket or something like that. It's like that where the borders divide them, and on the sides of them there are handles that you can just slide the whole container out, and it's like a self-contained little thing. All of these containers have an MT in the corner, which is the sign that they are made by Midas Tech, of course. And you do see that there is a empty container where other cephalopods should be.
All right, Miranda, empty tank over there. Could you grab it? It's like we put this one awkward.
You find a place to
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
ledge to like position it on so you can move around.
Yeah, and I'll go grab the tank.
Okay. There is no water in the tank,
Hmm.
so you're going to have to pour the water from one tank into the other.
Is there equipment to do that? Like, is there kind of those? I'm thinking like that they have so like with resin printers, they make like little things that are the shape of the tank that you can put it on so it drips the appropriate way, and then you can put it into the funnel and it can go into back into your
I
container.
would say yes, but those are currently behind they're in an equipment rack, essentially, that is currently locked unless you'd like to accept the devil's bargain.
I would love to accept a devil's bargain.
Wonderful. Yeah, so it is locked, but this suit that you took managed to still have the ID badge on the front of it. You've sort of like turned it around so no one asks you questions, but you've got an ID badge for that equipment locker. So go on over, pop it open. You get the the tubing and all the things that are required, and you start to transfer the water over. Anybody doing anything while that water is transferring from tank to tank?
Definitely not letting the door shut on us.
Sure. I'd imagine Amari is like flat up outside as well, so like not even in the room proper. So
I think
yeah, I'd probably have taken a step in since it's better lit, but not.
Dash is just trying to keep an eye and assist any way she can with Miranda, so nothing bad happens in this procedure.
gotcha. So Miranda, go ahead and make me a finesse roll. You get +1 die because Dash is helping.
Do I get a stress because I'm helping?
Yes.
Okay.
So if I have no dots, then
Then you got 1 die to roll.
all right.
From Dash.
Can I add to it?
Sure, you can try to assist as well if you want to take a point of stress.
I mean, I also have foresight where I can assist a teammate without taking stress.
Ooh, hell yeah. Then you add a die to the pool without taking stress.
Okay.
Special sauce.
It's a 6.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Okay.
A 3 and a 6.
You all sort of like hold your breath as the water like drips through. It is nervously quiet as the water just like pours in through one container or the other. And with that 6, you manage not to spill a single drop of this green water on the ground. Transferring the octopi, easy enough. You have gloved hands. Scoop them up, put them in the water. And as they enter in the water, you close the lid and you hear it sort of like seal itself. Like there's like a hiss of air as it clicks. You can carry this vertically or horizontally, and it's not going to spill from either direction.
Side note, thank you, Terrible Trio.
There you go.
Is there something? It's because it's still clear. Is there something to cover it, like another outer container, or like sock thing for it?
No, it doesn't look like there's that. You still have the thing you had before, but it doesn't even look like there's a place to put that down here. You get the impression that you don't like, it's not like they're allergic to sunlight or anything like that. He just didn't want the prize to be seen before the show, and that's why they cover it and take it.
But why with a lead cover?
That's a good question.
Probably should use it.
I mean, probably also should not be walking off the boat with a glowing tank of very expensive thingies. Do you think it's like Godzilla? Do you think these things are going to get giant if we take them outside?
I think the lead blocks something.
Yeah.
Since they were so specific about making sure that you had it. Though I'm not sure why Joshua was not in the hazmat suit trying to do this.
I mean, maybe
he just got careless.
Yeah, showing off for somebody. There was other clothes in that room.
You know, the employee orgy. Maybe.
So they just ran out of the room naked?
I mean, if irradiated octopi were trying to eat you, probably.
Oh, I thought this was like post orgy.
It could all. Anyway, well, that's a boat that's already sailed. It sounds like. I mean, has anything changed perceptibly in like what else is going on the ship right now? Like, are we hearing screams? Is the storm getting worse? Like,
You haven't heard anything since you got down to the hole.
I'm gonna try to remote from a device, just a couple of camera feeds.
As you easy enough, you flick through multiple camera feeds, and as you continue flipping through, you see that all the people are stood stock still, staring at the door that you all took down further into the ship.
oh hell no!
Every single person, children included, are all stopped, facing the same direction, watching the door that you went through.
It's worse when it's the kids too.
They're at that. Which level of the ship is that
They're still on the main deck. They haven't gone downstairs, but those stairs that y'all went down when your crew like disappeared one by one down the stairs, they're just staring. And it's around this time, as you've completed the progress wedge, that you hear this loud thumping noise from down the hallway.
God damn it!
Uh-uh.
Is there a camera feed for that area?
Yeah, you want to flip to it?
If I flip to it, I'm gonna hand the device to somebody else as I do it.
Sure. Who do you hand the device to?
Hot potato.
Roll a d6.
Oh yeah. See who gets it. I bet.
Sure.
You know what? Give it to Dash. Give it to
Okay.
Dash.
Okay.
We have a tradition to uphold.
Oh.
Dash,
I hand it off to Dash.
Dash, you look into the camera feed and you see something whose head looks very similar to this. You see it
course.
from the back, so you see all of the extra eyes that are up
Oh.
its neck. and
No.
scalp.
Absolutely the fuck.
It has this thick body that appears like it's made fully of muscle, but instead of arms, it has these slowly writhing tentacles. And the weird thing is, outside of that thumping sound of it hitting the ground, it looks like it just jumped down the stairs. It is walking completely silent. It begins moving on the camera, and you're like, oh, well, the cameras don't have audio. Of course I can't hear it. Despite this thing looking like it weighs 600 pounds, there is not a sound that comes out.
All right.
Each step.
Something creepy on the feed, heading this way, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Heading this way. So either we shut that door and barricade ourselves, or we gotta fucking book it and get off this ship.
Oh, you know it's fast.
Well, barricading sounds bad if we can't get out the other side.
Oof. Yeah.
How heavy is this container?
If you were really willing to put yourself through it, Miranda, you can carry it by yourself.
Oh, Miranda easily can do like 200 pounds
Yeah.
sandbag to shoulder. So
Yeah.
as long as it's, yeah.
Easy enough to carry. Running with it will actually tire you out, probably at the rate that the rest
Oh,
of
yeah.
them will get tired normally.
I think fucking. Also, where did that girl with the fucking sword go? I thought she was gonna kill these things.
I don't think she ever committed to that.
No. That's
It
awfully
felt
big.
more taunting.
Yeah. Well, she could taunting help.
So running, barricading.
Running.
We're
I
Team
started
run,
a
let's go.
timer.
All right,
I started a timer, so
Yeah.
I'd choose quickly if I were
Right.
you.
Yeah, we're running.
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Where is
Alright.
the boat?
Speed 2 times.
So, you are going to begin bringing up the boat in just a second because our last new mechanic that we're going to do this game is introduce a different kind of clock. We're going to introduce a danger clock. Yay! So basically, since there are 4 of us, this works very well. Everyone's going to contribute a thing, and then the whatever that is going to contribute a thing. And it's going to be things that are going to help you get to the boat. That is the goal. You can look through your skills and decide, what can I do to help us get through the boat? I would come to a decision while I resolve the first one. So you're going to bring up like your maps. Easy enough. I am going to say, Amari, that this is going to be a you can make it a tinker roll. Let's make it a study roll. +1 for your gadgets.
Okay, so I think that's 2 dice.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2 dice.
2 5s.
Okay, double 5s. You pull it up and you know exactly where you're going. Like you're telling people lefts, rights, here, there. I will say, since a 5 is not a full success, that while you are doing this, you throw a glance behind you, and again, just like a bird through air, this thing is running full speed after all of you. There is not a sound coming from it. It is just like you can hear your own feet like echoing down and past the path, and there's just no sound emitting from this thing as it chases after you.
Are there any like doorways or ways to block this thing as we go?
You'd be going a roundabout way, but you could try and lose it.
I don't know. Should we try to lose it, or do we think we can outrun it?
Your call.
I don't know how fast they're going. I don't know how fast it's going.
It's keeping pace with you. It's not like moving like cheetah speed. You don't think at a quick glance that it's gonna catch you necessarily if y'all keep running at the pace
All right.
you're running.
Can Dash do her thing to try and
Sure.
Okay.
And let's see if that informs anything else
Okay.
that might happen. Dash, what you got?
Dash has taken sharpshooter, and I've only taken at 2 or 3. Oh, I've taken 2, so I still have 3 item things. I'll let you choose how many item things it takes, but can she have a crossbow? And part of her sharpshooter is she can unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy. So I either want to stop them or slow them down so we can get the lead.
Sure. I'll say that you can mark off 2 of your equipment for a fine heavy weapon.
Thank you.
As you pull out of a hat a crossbow, and you turn and begin laying down suppressive fire, and you see these arrow bolts as it doesn't try to block them or dodge out of the way at all, but each bolt sort of like and like hits it square in the chest, and it starts running again before another bolt hits it square in the chest, and it's definitely further behind now.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I guess if it's further behind, we can just try to outpace it. Because
Okay.
I don't think we have the time.
I have something too, maybe.
What's up,
Do it.
Miranda?
Oh, yeah?
Do it.
Dash, hold this for a second.
Oh, God.
And I hand over the tank, and busting the button up, I expose the demolition tools, and I would love to wreck this thing.
Sure. So you want to throw a stick of dynamite at it?
I would love to do that with my last 2
Fantastic.
points.
Go
And-
ahead and roll fucking skirmish.
Oh, skirmish? Hell yeah.
Go ahead and roll skirmish.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Can I hand you a match and help you?
I am going to use the devil's bargain to say no one can correct this roll from Jess.
Those are all 3 ones.
Fantastic. So
The
you
boat is
turn,
sinking.
you pull out this, not too far off. You turn and pull out this dynamite and chuck it back. It hits this thing square in the chest and just explodes, sending nothing. The thing looks completely fine. The hull of the ship, however, is mega fucked. There is water pouring into the hallway now that has not reached any of you yet, but as the water begins pouring in, you immediately see another one of these creatures slither up out of the water, and you hear it almost chirps. This like low clicking whistling voice says Kulu as it like makes its way, but as soon as it comes out of the water, there is no more sound. Soraya?
Does it any recognition at all of that sound from?
Do you want that to be your roll?
I mean, we're still running from them, and
You
they
are.
are not presently.
You're
gaining
not
on
gonna
us.
right. You're not gonna stop and go. That won't be what happens if that is your roll. But
I
Miranda,
mean,
take the tank. Miranda, take the tank.
Oh, yep. Taking it back.
Suppressing fire.
it's yeah. I would like that to be my roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to attune.
Attune.
And yep. And since you took the devil's bargain earlier, you're going to add 2 dice to this roll.
So if I have none, I'm just rolling 2.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. 5 and a 4.
Okay. With a 5, you do recognize this creature, and you really wish you had. This looks like an anthropomorphic version of one of the things from that fucking cartoon Dash was watching in the prison cell. And you, dearest, are going to take 5 points of stress damage as the mark that's in your collarbone starts to radiate. And as soon as you realize that you recognize these things, the mark on your collarbone starts to heat up. And that's why the devil's bargain gave you extra dice, even though it's supposed to be a bad thing. Because some things humans aren't supposed to know. But you continue making your way.
Yeah.
Do I recall what the plot around them was in that cartoon?
Oh. I am going to say no, because of how stressful this situation is currently. But you do know who you can ask if you get out of here alive. You're like, this is some like scary ghost supernatural stuff. I know who I can go to talk about that and ask them questions, because apparently this isn't a cartoon thing, and I thought it was a cartoon thing. That's why I wasn't paying very attention to the cartoon.
Yeah, I guess in that case, I'll just keep running to the closer to the water in front of us to get the boat. Perfect.
So you're running into the hold. Miranda just fucking shoulder checks the door that would, in most cases have been locked, and it just like bends open. And y'all see the boat is sitting there. It's already in the water. Y'all just have to jump onto it. It's speed, like a, standard issue rescue boat to get people off of the boat. It is motorized. As you walk in here, though, it looks like the ocean water has turned black. All of the water it's black. And you looking down into it, you can see edges of that same purple and green face, and there's rotting teeth down in the water just swimming past. But it's a way out, and it's better than the 2 things that are behind you. So the 4 of you clamber onto the boat, slamming the octopi down just wherever you can. Go, 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 go! As the door lifts up, you see that the storm is full on lightning just shrieking across the clouds, thunder clapping. The seas are rising and falling as y'all jettison out and turn. Who is piloting this ship? The escape boat.
Do we have a range of what skills?
Yes, it will be a finesse check.
I was about to say, this feels like a Dash thing.
I don't have finesse.
Shit.
I mean, I can do it if no one else does it, because I just want to make the I'm great at boats comment, but...
Anybody who...
happily assist whoever is doing it.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, skill.
I have 1 dot in finesse.
Yes.
Oh? Then that means you have better shot than Dash.
And I give you an extra dot.
You driving the boat, Amari?
I guess so.
All right. I assume that all 3 of you will be being as helpful as you possibly can.
Yes.
So
sailing.
Each of you take 1 stress. And Amari, go ahead and roll 4d6.
Oh, 4?
Well, because you got one and your friends are each giving you a die, so.
5
Okay,
is the
with a
highest.
5, you manage to like swerve around, like sort of drift around the corner of this boat and begin to drive off. And you all look up and you see that the people aboard the ship are just watching you over the railing as you drive away. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of
Hey.
Remnants of Cerulean.
Not cool.
Nightmare fuel.
Hey, y'all made it. Y'all made it through
Yeah.
your first sunset.
Uh,
Well done, well done. Everyone's alive. See, y'all thought you were gonna die.
I mean,
we're in a
it's pretty
storm
good.
in a dinghy.
It's gonna be great.
We're
And
still
for
far from
everyone,
shore.
for everyone who doesn't watch on YouTube, if you're wondering why I'm using the terms sunrise and sunset, that is because for our people on YouTube, this is episode 2 of Remnants of Cerulean, Up Shit's Creek Sunset. All of our episodes are going to have, be 2-parters of the same thing. And so, next week y'all can come back and join us where you got information now. He's going to tell you how to get into the vault. And now you can do all those fun things. Not worry about anything that's going on in the world around you.
Yeah. Can we nap ourselves out of stress?
You can vice yourself out of stress. But we'll get into all of that because there's going to be, the rest of the time y'all have that Tommy has afforded you to is going to be the next 2 sessions because the only heist that's left is the vault. Since this is a little 4-shot for the friends and family. But yeah, thank y'all all so much for joining us on this, wonderful time that we had. Everybody had fun. It was a blast. I have been, I'll do me last. Who cares about me? Let's talk to these people on the screen. And let's start with Miranda. Jess, how you doing? What was your favorite moment? Where can we find you?
Oh shit. Hi, I'm Jess or Jessica. You can find me on the things and the stuff as Dr. Psych Owl, except for on Twitter where I'm Dr. Psych Owl TV. I have been Miranda Broadside Lewis this evening. I thought she was gonna die. When I saw those nat ones all right there, I was like, and this is it. She's dead. This is fine. So I think my favorite thing, because one of my favorite things about your games is just the subtle unsettling things. Like I love when things are unsettling, but just in the subtlest ways. So the staring into the camera, the staring at the door, things I know, like my favorite paintings are ones that seem like they're hopeful, but there's something just a little unsettling to them. Yeah.
That's what happens inside my brain a lot. It's great. Good time. Fantastic. All right, well, let's slide on over to Amari. Where can we find you? What was your favorite moment?
Well, you can find me on Twitter or moderating somewhere on Twitch at Rec1568. And favorite part, I think it was just tuning into the bridge and just finding Homeboy knocked out and then finding him back up again. It's a little spooky. I hope we can find out why the hell that's a thing sometime later.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, wasn't it?
No, slow.
Little odd, I'd say.
We're leaving Dryland and Bright Lights again.
I'm going back to my people.
Amazing. And next time we got Dash. Where can we find you? What's your favorite part?
Oh, hi, I'm Dash, or Benoni. I played Dash. I did this last time. But you can find me all the places and the things as Benoni Italic or Benoni Cosplay. And my favorite moment is honestly like whenever you manage to say either a line or describe a scene and watching Rex and Kyola's reaction is pretty great.
Because it's always terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Pretty high up there for me too, as far as favorite moments go.
Sleeping with the lights on.
All right, next up, Kai, or Soraya, as you've been for the past 3 hours.
Hello, I am a very unsettled Kyola creative on the things and the stuff on ye old internets. I mean, I liked like the first 10 minutes when it wasn't scary. I think that was maybe my favorite. But I also really need to. I mean, but I also really need to know what's going on with the like anime protagonist that showed up and is now gone.
Main character energy.
Yeah, I'm like, we're the side characters. Like, what's going on with like the shots that she's having like way over here back on land because she got teleported magically and is safe. Yep. Check us out on the internet. I'm done.
Fantastic. And that leaves me. Hi, I'm D. I am a professional voice actor, streamer, musician, GM all across the internet, and I specialize in making my friends very worried. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to find me, you can follow me on Twitter at It's the Riddler, or you can find me here where I do, stuff on GutPunchRP. This is mostly where I am at the moment. You should follow me on Twitter to keep updated. My personal favorite moment was when Kai rolled to recognize the thing, and I mentioned that the Devil's Bargain would give you 2 extra dice, and I saw Amber go, yeah, good. All right, yeah, 2 extra die. We can okay, that's good. It's like, yeah, and it just kind of like slid past everyone. It's like, wait, the Devil's Bargain gave me a better chance to succeed this check? Like,
No.
not all information is good to have in your brain. Some things warp your view of reality. But yes, that has been Remnants of Cerulean up Schitt's Creek, the Sunset episode. Thank y'all so much for watching, and hopefully you will join us on the next time that we are here. And yeah, are we going to be raiding into anyone?
We are.
Otech Wizard?
We are going to go raid Critical Misses.
Ooh, fantastic. I know those folks.
Some good folks.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat, get your emotes ready if you got them. If not, thank you so much for joining us. And until the next time we see you, wash your hands, drink some water, and be good people. And we will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.